The greater good.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. So Iceriver has dropped the prices on a few of their machines again. So let's go and actually let's check out what they were just recently. They relisted the KS0 and the KS3M for lower prices. So this is just like a paused section of one of my videos a couple weeks ago I posted. The Iceriver KS0 was most recently $599. And then they had just released this new ASIC miner, which is the KS3M, and it gets 6 terahash at 3,400 watts, it says. In this video, I was saying I'm not sure if it's really 3,400 watts because I have the KS3L, and it only takes about 2,750 watts. So the wattage on here might be wrong. Also, it sounds like this KS3M is basically just like a KS3L, the same hash boards, but they use a slightly different control board and chip on it, so they can kind of like overclock it with different firmware and a slightly different chip on the control board. So, I mean, it's great you're getting an extra terahash, but they didn't do a whole lot of extra special things to make this a KS3M with 6 terahash. So, anyway, let's go ahead and check the new prices on the Iceriver website. Let's go and click on that. So they dropped the KS0 to $449, and then you still have to pay shipping, and it's usually about $100. You still need a power supply for it if you buy from them. I think it's like 30 something bucks, but I've shown people several times there's better options. I'll leave a link in the description to the power supply unit that I use and fully electric and I have been using. It works great. It's cheap. You can get off Amazon, and it runs less hot. Runs nice. So anyway, $449. Okay, and then let's see. The KS3M has dropped down to $15,999. So let's go ahead. Let's check the Kaspa network difficulty, and then I want to use that ROI calculator that I've been using in some of my other videos to see. We'll just use the baseline price to see about the ROI. Maybe we'll add the shipping in there because I know it's $100, but I can't add import duties because I don't know what country you're from. But you can use the same ROI calculator that I've been using. I'll put the link in the description so you can try it out yourself if you wanted more details about your specific situation. So anyway, let's go ahead and check the network difficulty, and then we'll punch everything into the ROI calculator for the Kaspa ASICs. Okay, network difficulty here is a 19 petahash. So yeah, not that long ago, it seemed like it was holding steady around like 16 or 17. Maybe for about 4 days. I was like, oh, cool. Let's see, did it dip down even lower? Yeah, about 16 petahash. But then, you know, we're back up to like the 18, 19 range. So at least it hasn't continued to go up exponentially. In the last few days, it was hovering around 16 to 17 for a while. Now it's hovering around the 18 to 19 range. So anyway, also the price of Kaspa, not too bad, 0.039 cents. So it seems to be kind of hanging out right around there too. So that's good news. Let's go ahead and bust out the break-even calculator. So the new cost for the KS0 is $449, but we'll do $549, and we'll include shipping this time. A lot of people were complaining that it didn't include shipping, and on KS0 it kind of does bump that price up quite a bit. So then the machine hash rate, terahash per second, that's 0.1 terahash per second is 1 gigahash. Wattage, we know that, I guess you could say it's more like 70 watts once you get a fan on there. You should probably put a fan on top of it, like a little 120 USB fan. Takes about 3 to 5 watts. And the difficulty's already in there for us, and the Kaspa price is pretty much already in there for us. So we'll just leave this all alone, and we'll say we started mining today, and let's see what we get here for the break-even date. Yeah, it's doing the same thing as previous videos where, I don't know if you saw any of my other videos on the ROI calculator, but it's saying you cannot break even, but it's also including a hash rate increase per day of 100 terahash per second perpetually. So it's going to take, it's saying all the way to August 24th, 2025 for you to start making like 1 penny a day, because you'd only be getting 0.2 Kaspa per day. And at that point, you will have mined $493 worth of Kaspa. So I guess you would have ROI'd on the machine itself. Let's see. Okay, all right, October 4th, 2024. Looks like you would have ROI'd on the original cost of the machine. But that's if the network difficulty continues to rise at a certain rate, and that's if Kaspa never goes past 4 cents, which we're all kind of hoping that prices will go up. That's one of the things we like about crypto is like we like to secure the network, we like to participate, we think it's fun, but also we like to be rewarded for helping decentralize and secure the network on a project that we like. So we want to be rewarded eventually for that. So anyway, we're hoping the price of Kaspa goes up, and then hopefully that'll help that ROI. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at the ROI on a KS3M. So at the current price, $15,999. We'll add $100 to that too, so it'd be $16,099. And we're talking about 6 terahash, $16,099. Now we're talking about 6 terahash, and we're talking, I can't really tell you for sure what the wattage will be with the overclocks and the new control board and all that to get that extra terahash out of the KS3L. So I'll punch in the 3,400 watts that they're saying, but I have a feeling once these hit the wild, it'll actually be probably less than that. We'll leave the 10-cent kilowatt hour just for average, and we'll leave everything else the same. Network difficulty is the same. You know, we're starting the same date, so let's see what we get. Okay, January. Make sure I got everything right here because that seems like a pretty quick ROI. Yeah, 6 terahash, 16 grand. That includes shipping. Wattage. Okay, so they're saying January 18th, 2024, you should break even on the KS3M. So yeah, daily yield, I mean, that sounds about right too. I mean, my KS3L, I'm getting like anywhere from like 130 to 150 bucks a day. Yeah, about like something like that. And then my KS3, or sorry, KS1s are getting about 35 bucks a day. So yeah, that sounds about right. Let's scroll down. Yeah, geez, it's saying even with the just 100 terahash per day increase in January, you're only gonna be getting 80 bucks a day with this thing, and that's pretty accurate. I mean, I was getting like $500 worth of Kaspa a day with my KS1 about 3 months ago, but that was when the network difficulty was so low. One more thing. I am working really hard with my buddy Fully Electric at trying to test different pools with Fully Electric. So you might have seen my other video. We want to squeeze everything we can out of these KS0s. So he's got multiple KS0s on multiple different pools. I've got mine on several different pools, and we're going to compare our results in a few more days. We're going to let them run for a little while so we can get good long-term data, and we're going to see what the yield is. So far, if you saw my other video, 2 miners was a little bit better than Kaspa Pool. I was getting less rejected shares with my KS0 that I have on here, and I'm getting an average higher hash rate. So I was getting anywhere from 96 to 98 gigahash per second with my KS0s, and now I'm getting average of 100 to 102 gigahash per second with my KS0s, and I'm getting less rejected shares. Right now, in the last 6 hours, I've had 0 invalid shares. I've had 100% valid share rate in the last 6 hours. So this will help with your ROI too. So hopefully these videos I'm making are helpful to you if you're interested in Kaspa ASICs or if you've already got one. Check out my other video on the Kaspa Pool versus 2 miners. I'll leave a link in the description. And stay tuned for myself and Fully Electric's results from our KS0s. I think he's got his on K1, Humpool, Kryptex, and maybe one other one. I can't remember all the ones he's got. I've got Kaspa Pool and 2 miners. So we're going to compare our results. We're going to look at yield. We're going to look at average hash rate, rejected shares on each of these pools. We're going to break it all down for you so it's easy. And then we're going to do a video where I show the results, and then I'm just going to switch my rigs over to that new pool. I have 2 KS0s, I've got 2 KS1s, and I've got the KS3L. I want them all to get the maximum amount of Kaspa that I can. I want to make sure that I'm optimizing these things because that network hash rate ain't gonna stop, my friends. It's gonna be on a tear because Bitmain's got those KS3s coming out. Let's check them out real quick. They're saying spot for the KS3s 42,300 for the 9.4 terahash model. That's another thing. I don't know if you guys saw some of my other videos where I was talking about how they've got like multiple different hash rate models now for the KS3, kind of like maybe not on their main website, but I know you can get them. T Swift in my Discord was telling me they've got anywhere from like 8.4 up to 9.2, I believe, gigahash models that they're selling for slightly cheaper because I guess probably Silicon Lottery, once they started testing the hash boards they got, maybe some of them didn't perform as well, and they want to get max dollar out of these things. So they're delivering these. It looks like spot $42,300, and they've got some other models that are available. You could talk to T Swift on my Discord if you want. You might be able to get a hold of one of these. But anyway, let's also, for the hell of it, check what's the ROI on the big dog that's causing all the trouble. KS3, 3,500 watts, 42.3, 9.4, 3,500 watts, 42.3. It's a break even. It's interesting. Yeah, it's even extended out further than the KS3M. It's just a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You're getting 9.4 terahash, and it's 42 grand. So it's saying the break even's August 1st, 2024. That's a farther out break even than the KS3M. The KS3M is just cheaper per terahash. Like you could get like 12 terahash. You know what I mean? Like if you bought two KS3Ms, you're talking about 32 grand. 32 grand for 12 terahash. So you're getting 3 more terahash approximately for $10,000 less dollars. Like you kind of can't beat that. I know the wattage would be higher technically, but that wattage for the ROI on the KS3M I included was 3,400 watts, and I have to say I can almost guarantee that thing's not going to run at 3,400 watts. But we'll see. I don't know for sure, but it's definitely seems to be the wattage that I'm getting out of my KS3L is much lower than what they advertised. They were advertising it to be 3,200 watts. I'm getting like 2,700 watts. So that's a pretty significant difference. So anyway, interesting to check these ROIs frequently, like when the prices drop on Iceriver and prices drop on Bitmain. I like keeping an eye on this stuff. I hope this kind of information is also helpful to you. So if you guys are thinking about getting one of these, KS0s or the KS3M or the big dog KS3 from Bitmain, maybe check out this break-even calculator. I know it's not perfect, but I really like it. Anyone can guess. You could guess different terahash per second. You can change this figure to whatever you think it might be. You can take the average for the last month and punch it in there and just see what you get, because it's been going up exponentially. But we just don't know what will happen with the hash rate. This is, I think, really great for like maybe a little bit shorter term comparisons on like ROI and what you can expect. Maybe down the line, it might not be like a year or two from now. It's hard to know what the Kaspa price will be if you're only concerned about ROI. I just like it as a tool. It's nothing's perfect, but this is like pretty good to let you know approximately when you're going to ROI. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you. Check out my other videos where I have been testing these pools. Like I've already got results on Kaspa Pool versus two miners, one. Me and Fully Electric are going to give you some results pretty soon, hopefully within the next handful of days. And then we'll let you know which is the best pool for your KS0. And then I'm going to try that pool on my KS1s, see if everything translates over to the big dog ASICs, KS1s and my KS3L. And I'll let you know in another video how that all does. And then also we'll probably test NiceHash next. Me and Fully Electric are going to keep faffing with these things until we get it just right, and we'll share our results with you. So anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, please, if you would. And don't forget to keep it decentralized for the greater good.
The greater good.